Hey y'all, it's your girl Tiffany Pierce Ross, and I'm back with another video. Ooh, that water is everywhere. But today, this video is on how to make your basic mashed potatoes, and I'm not talking about those nasty box potatoes. Box potatoes are such a cheat and they're gross. I'm talking about going to the store, getting you a bag of actual potatoes and boiling them and making mashed potatoes. So, what you will need is a bag of potatoes, whatever kind you pick. I like red skin potatoes, so that's what I use. If you want to use those, what I call them, gold potatoes, fine. The rusted potatoes, fine. Whatever you choose to use. But what you're going to want to do, if you want the skin to stay on, you're going to rinse them and boil them. My potatoes have been boiling about 10 minutes, maybe a little longer, because I've been getting my meat prepared. Because tonight we are having Salisbury steak with gravy, of course, mashed potatoes, and collard greens. So my potatoes have been on a little longer. What you want to check for is for your potatoes to be fork tender. And fork tender just means you're able to stick a fork in the potatoes very easy. If you still got a little jab to do, your potatoes ain't ready. If it goes in just easy, then you know they're ready. That's how you know. But if you do not want the skin on them, what you want to do is rinse them and peel them, and you can dice them up or you can put them in whole, however you choose. What I did was mine, I left the skin on because I want the skin to be on my potatoes. So what I did was, of course, I rinsed them and I put them in my pot. About 5 minutes in the actual boiling, meaning when I saw bubbles, 5 minutes of those bubbles rolling, I cut my potatoes in half and let them cook probably another 8 minutes or so. Like I said, they've been in a little longer than 10 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain them and show you what to look for. I'll be right back. Like I said, I boiled mine for a little over 10 minutes. These were red skin potatoes. The red is officially gone. But this is what you're going to want to look for. Let me get my fork. If your fork can go into the potato easily, just like that, you know they're done. Or if you see the skin starting to peel off, if you choose to do skin, you know they're done. You see how easy that went in? Look at there. My potatoes are done. So once again, that's what it looks like. So the next thing I'm going to do is put them back in my pot. Now, I did turn my pot down. I turned the heat down to low for a simmer. So what I'm going to do is just add my potatoes back. Don't forget to drain them, okay? It's the most important part. So they're back in the pot. The next thing you're going to want to do is take a half a stick of butter, or however much butter you want. I usually do a half a stick, and empty that inside of the potatoes. Really and truly, it depends on how many potatoes you have in there. I'm probably going to go with the whole, wait a minute, maybe 3/4 of the stick, because I have quite a few potatoes. So I put 3/4 a stick of butter in my potatoes. So what I'm going to do is just go through and mash them. Mash my potatoes. Mash my potatoes. Woo! Yes. Okay. I'll bring it over there so you can see. So after they're mashed, they're going to look like that there. Alright. So the next thing you're going to want to do is add in your seasonings. Now, I like to use regular black pepper. I like a lot of pepper, sorry. And garlic salt. regular iodized salt, your basic table salt. I like to use that. Now, I will say this, I can't tell you the measurements for this because what I like, how much salt I like, may not be how much salt you like. You may like more, you may like less. Again, the same thing with the garlic salt. You may like more, you may like less. So do it to your liking on your taste buds. Alright. So, after we've added that, the next thing we're going to do is add in some milk. Now, this can be the tricky part because some people like their potatoes thick, some like them runny, some like them soupy, some like them in between. I like mine in between, so don't worry if you pour in too much or too little because you can always cut on your burner a little higher and let it cook down. So I probably added in about roughly about a cup and a half, maybe 2 cups of milk just when I poured that in. Now you may want more or you may want less. Again, I have my burner turned on simmer and I'm going to show you what these potatoes look like. You don't want to cut them up high because then you'll burn them. So I always, once they get to this stage here, don't put them on high because you will burn them. And then they'll be nasty. You have to start over again. So this is what my potatoes look like. Look very good. Look very tasty. Add a little bit more pepper. And like I said, don't worry if you add too much milk because what you can do is just increase your burner just a little bit and allow it to cook down. So the next thing I'm going to do is add in some parsley flakes because I like parsley with red skin potatoes. And I'm just going to mix that up real good. It took no more than 15 minutes, maybe 20 at the most, just because, like I said, I was doing other things. But that's your basic mashed potato. I'll be sure to add a picture of my lovely, lovely potatoes at the